Alright lads, welcome back to the Black Clover mobile video, and we finally got the official confirmation that Julius is having a rerun in literally 2 days time. Obviously we've known about this through leaks, so it's not a complete surprise, but if you are someone who's not following the leaks too much, or you happen to see this video and you're recommended, then yes, Julius is going to be having his rate up banner returning. Now bear in mind, this is around 1 to 10 days before MEREOLEONA, and while Julius right now has been an absolute menace, you go towards PP, this guy is like moderates the meta right now, but the fact that Julius can kind of keep up a little bit and just nuke down every Astar shows how still powerful the character is. But I do want to say that MEREOLEONA coming out soon, especially if you max duper or plan the max duper, she is going to be a very, very good counter towards Julius. So people going crazy right now for the Julius trying to get him maxed out, well, don't go too crazy, because MEREOLEONA is going to come out and make this guy worse. Still top tier, still good, still definitely a must-have for any PvE content and just bosses in general, because the guy, especially with his skill page, can reset stamina. It is obviously still such a good character to have. Oh my god, that fan art was crazy. So here is the banner schedule once again for this month. You can see Julius and his skill page is coming out in 2 days time, and I think for a lot of people the skill page banner might be the most important thing, because when the character came out, his skill page rate up, like how they've been doing it for the past few months now, like where you could summon for the skill page like this wasn't a thing when Julius came out. So the only way to get his skill page was to have a low chance of getting him or getting it on the banner. And I mean, I did 20 what, 2 rotations. I did get the skill page twice, but I got that on my like first 2 multis. Like the next 38 multis afterwards, I didn't get a single skill page. And I've seen the comments, especially around that time, where people did like 2 rotations and just didn't get the skill page because once again it didn't have a rate up and it wasn't guaranteed, right? So there is a possibility that someone out there, and you're probably watching right now, where you don't have it. So if you've already gotten Julius and you've max duped him a little bit, this is the time to get a skill page, because you don't need to get it once. I mean, sure, to get it duped out is obviously very nice, but nothing I think to worth chasing after. I think I'm not entirely too sure, because we've definitely moved into a meta a little bit where, or like the way the games progress, is that we no longer are using skill pages from other characters on other characters, if that makes sense, right? Like Drew's skill page is one of the best for like magic buffers in the game, or just all attack, because he does increase the all attack by 10% at obviously level 1, and when you do dupe it out, it does go up towards 25%, which is 5% higher than what you can get for like Fana, or obviously the black skill page, I think, what do you call it? This one here. Like, this one's more of a free-to-play way of getting it, and it goes up to 20%. So, once again, you could get the skill page duped out and kind of be fine a little bit. 5% is not too crazy. But like I said already, the way we're going, especially a lot of DPSs and festival characters, the way they've been coming out is they need their skill page. Like, you saw Astar. He needs his actual skill page. MEREOLEONA needs her skill page. Juno needs his skill page. Yami, not so much actually the new one, but you get my point, right? Everyone's coming out recently, the way that the game's been going. You need their skill pages normally anyway. So, yeah, to go after skill page to dupe it out just to get a good skill page, it's good for PvE content, not so much, you know, PvP, at least the way I see it. Now, like I said, MEREOLEONA is coming out on the 18th, right? So that is 1 week after. And like I said, MEREOLEONA does counter Julius quite hard here. Now, she is in fact coming. The way Global does the schedule right now, we get a festival character every 2 seasons. So we do know, since we're on season 6 right now, in season 8, we are going to be getting Yuno as the new festival character. And in season 10, will probably be Valkyrie Armor once she releases on JP. But weirdly enough, this time around, if you go towards the gallery, they didn't put MEREOLEONA in here, which normally they do after an update. Whenever a new season starts, they kind of put all the characters in the gallery, so you kind of know who's coming a little bit. And I assume they did that for like a personal choice to like not spoil who's coming, unless once again you're keeping up to date with leaks. Because I know we've got a few comments about it saying they didn't add MEREOLEONA in the gallery. So is she actually coming? But yes, she is. But yeah, man, MEREOLEONA, it's MEREOLEONA, right? We don't have to talk too much about her, because she is a character people are going to summon for regardless of her being actually top tier or not. And I'm kind of in the same situation. I'm hoping by then have like at least 2 to I'll probably do 2 rotations on the banner, because I actually want to max dupe her without spending too much resources onto her, because there aren't too many things coming in the future. But yeah, the main thing about MEREOLEONA before we talk about her actual kit is her passive. As you can see, when you do get towards LR +5 at the start of the wave, you're gonna, no matter what, before you even starting fast while having your turn, just at the start of the game, you are gonna taunt the highest attack enemy. And bear in mind, she's green, right? So if you're taunting instantly at the start of the match onto Julius, Julius can no longer nuke down Asta. Not that you're using Mereoleona and Asta together, but like, you get my point. Julius can't have like any, he's got to go for Mereoleona, and she is going to be quite tanky. As you can see, upon having ASP, you're going to get 5% damage reduction just for having the actual you know, mana skin. Plus as well, you're going to have the stun immunity, so Julius is like just instantly killed off. I mean, granted, they can do the AoE at the start of the battle, but like, Julius cannot use his actual ultimate turn 1. And bear in mind, if they do decide to attack, and he will decide to attack because every single thing he does is attacking, he is going to attack her, and then when you do attack her, as you can see, you're going to apply continuous burn onto all enemies. And that's kind of how the character works. The more you attack Mereoleona, the more she taunts, the more she directs targets towards her, she's going to start to apply burn towards everyone. And that burn does do a lot of damage, and you slowly chip them down. And you can then use burn characters like, obviously, for Goleon, the Season 3 one, to kind of nuke everyone in like one turn. That's kind of why this character is so good. But as we look a bit more into her kit, you can see she's going to taunt as well. So not only is she taunting a high attack target for one turn, you can then continuously do it afterwards as well. Her AoE skill is a bit bland, as you can see. It's just a barrier removal, which to be fair is good against Charlotte and Julius's. But essentially, it's the same with Black Asta. It's an AoE skill, but the target you select will in fact have the barrier removed. But if you have the skill page, this is where it gets a bit crazy. Grants mana skin for all allies for 2 turns. Does not get applied if mana skin is obtained through the passive. So once again, towards herself, if she doesn't get it, she has ASP. And as you can see, you're going to give your whole team, just throughout the battle, by the way, damage reduction and also the stun immunity. Once again, the reason why I love Black Asta so much is because at max dupes, for 1 turn, you have stun immunity just at the start of the battle, where she can do that for 2 turns. And like just constantly throughout the battle. It's yeah, very, very good. Command attack does do a burn, which I think is a bit useful with other characters too. But you can see why this character is going to be kind of like a Julius killer. She's targeting Julius, she's going for Julius, she's making Julius a lot less useful. And also as well, when you get a skill page, which is what you want to go for, of course. If mana skin is present on self, which she does, which is ASP, or obviously if you don't have ASP, you can then use the tier 2 skin. You can use the tier 2 skill. There's a chance to 100% chance to get an increased damage though, to make her a bit more of a DPS character. So don't want to discourage you lot from going crazy onto Julius. Once again, he is still a must-have. Once again, I use him consistently through just PvE farming. Whenever I go into any of my stages, I just constantly put him into my team. You noticed a lot during the Hall of Illusion last time, where like the 5 stages where we can get like 2k crystals. Like, Julius was super helpful in that one. Also, any boss fight that comes in the future, unless they have debuff immunity, his stamina reset, guild boss as well, like, he's a must-have, right? But maybe don't go too crazy onto him, and still prepare and save some actual currency for Mereoleona, because she is another character you definitely want to get. And bear in mind, she'll probably return, I would say, when we get Valkyrie Armor in the world, because they're kind of like in a gap a little bit. So when we get Spirit Eye, you know, we'll probably get Asta to return. Spirit Eye, you know, and Black Asta is like a banner together. That'd be pretty sick as well. Obviously not on the same banner, but like around the same time. And then yeah, like once again, Valkyrie Armor in the world is gonna be another must-have too. You don't want to be summoning for Mereoleona then, right? So yeah, definitely get in and get Mereoleona, but also if you want to get Julius, definitely pick him up too if you have the extra currency. So boys, thank you for watching. Bear in mind, I kind of forgot to say it, but the banners do overlap. As you can see the timing, Mereoleona will be out when Julius is also out as well. I should have probably said that at the start of the video. So what you can do is go for your actual festival Mereoleona, and then if you have any leftover currency, maybe then spend it on Julius' skill page or banner to see if you can get lucky and get him. But yeah, boys, that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you're excited for JULIUS Rerun. I've already got Julius max dupe, right? I have like 2 stoops on the skill page. You know, I've had my time with Julius. I'm definitely more excited for Mereoleona because Mereoleona. Don't have to say too much about it. So, boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.